Welcome back to my channel. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. So we're back with another DIY. This is a crystal skull headband. Stay tuned. So here's what you're going to need. You're going to need some crystal skulls. You're going to also need some crystals of your choice. I chose black quartz. You're also going to need a wire headband. You're also going to need some E6000 scissors and some 24 gauge wire. I'll put in the description where I got everything so you know where to find the supplies. First, I'm just taking all the beads and crystals off the string so I can kind of separate and lay out how I want the design. These are the crystals. They're so cute. You can see one side is kind of a clear metallic crystal and the other side is black, and then the rest are just black crystals. So first I'm just kind of laying out where I want those crystal skulls. I definitely want them at the top, so you can see I have that metallic crystal side facing outward so you can see it better. So to start out, I'm just wrapping that wire a few times around the end of that wire headband, so you can see that I left those first few inches empty. You want to keep that in mind because that's where it's going to sit behind your ear, so you don't want the wire to be irritating to you, so you definitely want to start a little higher up. Then I'm just going to go ahead and string that first bead on, and then go ahead and wrap that around a couple times before moving on to the next one. When you are wrapping that wire, you want it to be nice and tight, so keep that in mind. You want everything to kind of lay as flat as possible just so your crystals aren't wiggling around too much. The first few steps are kind of repetitive, so you just want to keep wrapping and making sure everything is nice and tight. So next I'm going to come in, I'm going to add one of those bigger crystal beads on. So when I am doing this, I'm making sure to hold that really tight because like I said before, I want that to be really flat just so it's not moving around too much. I'm just going to alternate between those smaller crystals and those bigger ones until I get a little bit further up, and then I'm going to add those crystal skulls. Here I'm just adding that crystal skull on. So the thing that I did like about these crystal skulls is that the hole for the string was actually from the base of the skull through the top, so it made it really easy to sit that right on top of the wire headband. So when you are wrapping the skull around, you just want to wrap that an extra few times just to make sure it's nice and secure. As you can see, I'm just fiddling around with it a little bit because I want it to be as tight as possible just so it's not rocking back and forth. And then I'm going to go ahead and continue with those smaller beads and those chunkier crystal beads and just continue on with my pattern. I really wanted the main focus of this headband to be the skulls and the chunkier crystal beads, so I'm really making sure to add a lot of those to the top as well. Here I'm adding another one of those bigger crystal beads on. I'm really making sure to wrap that a few extra times. Like I said, those bigger beads, you want to make sure that they're really secure when you're wrapping it around. So just really hold it tight and that'll definitely help. So here's our progress so far. So we're just going to continue on with those giant beads and those crystal skulls. I wish I could have grabbed more of these crystal skulls, but when I was at Michael's, these were the last ones that they had, so I just grabbed what they had. I really thought this was very festive, just in time for Halloween. So here's some more progress. So as you can see, those crystal skulls are really catching the light. I think they look so cute, and I got a whole bunch of compliments on this headband as well. So you just want to continue on. So really make sure that you're holding those crystal skulls in place and wrap them an extra few times, and you won't have any problem with them. So here I am just adding that last skull, and then I'm going to go ahead and continue that same pattern that I did for the other side on this side of the headband as well. So here's some progress so far. So the skulls are sitting just on top, just how I want it. So you just want to go ahead and continue your pattern on to finish off your headband. So at the end of the beginning of our wire, I'm just going to dab a little bit of E6000. That's going to keep everything nice and secure and also help the wire to not get caught in your hair as well. So here's our finished headband. As you can see, those crystal skulls are definitely catching the light just right. You can see that little pop of metallic color coming through, and those chunky crystals are definitely eye-catching as well. If you do try this or you try a version of it, please let me know how it works out for you. And once again, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and thanks for watching.